So I've been looking at doing a series on trying to build a retro PC for playing sort of XP era games on the cheap, because often it's a bit hard to judge, and you think, oh, just use a new computer, but a lot of older games just don't run right on modern Windows. So I thought it could be cool to build something. I think I've just found the computer. So this is an NEC PowerMate V6200. Let's see if I can get it to focus. It's got a Pentium dual core, 2 gigs of RAM, 320 gig SATA hard drive. Drop that. There we go. DVD drive. I think that's supposed to be RW. I'm not actually sure what they were intending that to be. Maybe it is DVDR9 for dual layer. GMA 950 graphics, onboard gigabit Ethernet, and a card reader. And this originally came with Vista, Vista Home Premium, ignoring the fact that the front says Vista Basic. And I think this will be a good candidate for a machine to upgrade and get running games. Because something like this you can often find quite cheap. This came in a lot of computers for about 40 bucks. And it was complete RAM, hard drive, CPU motherboard, DVD drive, card reader. The only thing is just noticed the SATA port for the hard drive was broken. But that's not a big deal. I've got plenty of SATA cables. But the important bit is this has also got PCIe 16 slots. That would be like Gen 1. But it means that we could put a proper graphics card in. I haven't had a look yet because we've still got to try and find an appropriate graphics card, but I don't think it'll be that difficult, because I'm sort of aiming for around like a 9600 GT. Yeah, so sort of anything before GTX 2 series, or like 200 series. So it shouldn't be that difficult, and we should be able to get something that doesn't need CPU power. Well, not CPU power, extra, what do you call it, PCIe power. We should be able to get something that runs entirely off the slot. We might be able to get a Radeon that's of sort of appropriate performance level. But overall, I don't think it's going to be too difficult. I thought really quick what I'd do is just show sort of the problem I'm having with the current landscape of, what do you call it, the current landscape of trying to get old parts. If we go into the computer, so Trade Me is probably the ideal place to look, and it's not necessarily an issue, but it's becoming harder and harder to find, what do you call it, parts that are actually old enough. So for example, for that NEC that we're going to be upgrading, we're going to need a video card, potentially a CPU, and an SSD. If we go to video cards, like say we were getting AGP, none of these are AGP for a start, except for this one, a Rage 128, and I think, what is this? Oh, Trade Me, never change. Something probably just about as ancient that there's no description on. So there's just nothing AGP. It's actually becoming a problem. And PCI Express, you'd think, given how old the cards are that we want, they'd be pretty cheap. And that might be the case. What is this? This is the other problem. This looks fucked. But people don't advertise what the fuck it is. Don't take more than one picture. I'm not gambling $5 on that. It might be worth that to you, not for me. See, now we're getting a bit closer to this. Oh no, this might be 4, right? Yeah. So, GeForce? I think, yeah, GeForce 7300 GS. No, why does this say Radeon? MSI really don't have a lot on here. GeForce 7300 GS, okay. MSI, for fuck's sake. So it's... I don't think this isn't necessarily that great graphics card. Might not be able to run all these games. Shocker. Really what I want is I want to see what the vehicle. In 2006 it was a budget card, so how good is it really gonna be? It's equivalent to like a 6200. This could be interesting. I might watch this. Oh, ends in a couple hours. Okay. I don't normally recommend this, but let's go GeForce 7800 GS versus GMA 950. Because at a minimum, we need to beat the integrated graphics. Actually be the GeForce 7300 GS. Not the laptop one. So they're around the same age. This is clocked. Yeah, this looks a lot better. 256 meg VRAM. This might actually do the job. For $10, this might do the job. Keep an eye on that, but let's keep looking. There's a lot of parts. I wish they had a separate section for parts. Because the other thing we got to keep in mind is we could just buy an RX 470 and call it a day. But we need XP drivers. I don't know if that has it. 9500 GT. So it's now we're getting a bit newer. Higher clock speed, more transistors, lower power usage, it's even PCIe 2.0. This might be perfect. And for about $12 more, we'll keep an eye on that one as well. This might not be as bad as I thought, because it's only targeting XP. The bar isn't super high, but then you can see there was 2, and like some of these quadros might be alright for XP era gaming, but I'm not too willing to take a chance. The other bit we gotta check, doesn't look like it needs extra power. This one definitely doesn't. So that's cool. We might have graphics card that we want. Let's go look at processors. So, do the same thing, last buy now. And you'll start to notice these are all first and second gen, third gen even. So we get Core 2 Duo. Really what we want is a Core 2 Quad. We 80 7500 might be alright. Or an E8400 for $8, it's not too bad. But you start to notice that if you wanted to play anything newer, you'd just be better off getting an i5 3450 or 2400 or something like that. Considering most of the games that we're going to be playing would run on a Pentium 4, we're probably alright. Anything else? We could start looking at Xeons, but that just leads down a rabbit hole I don't want to go down right now with a pre-built. I think, oh, this is for 2 E8400s. Say you could flip one, you get $4 back. I don't think you'd be able to though. For $8 for a pair, it's not bad. Let's see if we can get an SSD in the budget. Hard drives, SATA. Let's see what comes up. M.2. $20 when you get a Patriot or a data 128. I think out of the two I would prefer the A-Data. So let's do some quick maths. How much are we potentially spending? So say $10 for the graphics card, which is actually local to me, so I might be able to save a bit on postage. $8 for some CPUs, and 19 SSD, $37 plus, we'll say $20 for the computer, so half the purchase price of the lot. So it's $57. That's not bad, considering we haven't even done RAM or really anything else.